go, go.
Welcome back to the Acoustic Shoppe channel. I am John. Hey guys, it is New Guitar Thursday.
Cannonball!
Are we back? We have connection? Hey guys, I bet you didn't know I could play the banjo. Truth is I can't. This is a 6-string banjo. This is a banjo guitar, a gitjo, or just the old 6-string banjo. So it's actually tuned just like a guitar, but you can play it and it sounds like you can trick all your friends into thinking you are a banjo player, just like those country stars do. I was trying to work up first person put in the comments what that song is, performed by which artist. Put it in the comments now. Hinckley is following all your comments. Tell us where you're watching from. If you guys can tell us who the famous artist who was that performed that last little riff that I played there. He was a green little individual in a swamp. That's the only clue I'm going to give you guys. It is Takeover Tuesday. We had a long weekend. We went camping over the weekend and had our, what are you doing over here? Our Labor Day weekend, and so we're back in the shop. This month is going to be crazy, guys. The month has started already. I wasn't ready for it, but next week is the kickoff to the craziness. We're going to the Walnut Valley Festival in Winfield, Kansas, and we did that last year for the first time. A lot of great musicians playing throughout the entire weekend. We've got a schedule we're going to be putting online soon that has the full lineup of who we're going to be live streaming, as well as the contest out there. You guys are not going to want to miss that. We got something, Hinckley?
Real quick, the first comment on YouTube was actually correct. Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess
You
it
guys
wasn't
got
too
it.
difficult. Chris on Facebook says the 6-string banjo, a thing of dreams or a nightmare to some. Quite possibly.
Yes. Toby Keith, or no, was it oh, I forget who did. Keith Urban, yeah. Keith Urban thinks it's a blessing to everyone.
Really?
I think that was a nightmare. But yeah, it became famous in country music for all the guitar players to pick up a 6-string banjo and say, hey, I'm playing banjo, guys.
There you go.
So.
We got hello from Rogersville, Tennessee.
Hello from Rogersville, Tennessee.
Jacob says
wow.
the stash is on point.
Thank you, guys. I've really been contemplating losing the stash, but your support really makes me want to keep it another week longer. And John's shaking his head over there. Jealousy does not suit you well. Speaking of green, folks, speaking of Kermit the Frog, green with envy over there with this lack of mustache. So, yeah, I was mentioning, guys, will any of you be attending the Walnut Valley Festival in Winfield, Kansas? Have you ever been there? It is one of the longest running festivals. Last year was their 50th anniversary. We got to be a part of that. That festival is legendary. When we were growing up in Colorado, we used to hear about it from all the people that attended. People go out there 2 weeks in advance before the festival starts. They have what they call a land rush, where everybody basically rushes through there to find their camping spots, puts their flag in the ground, says this is going to be my campsite, and then they jam for weeks leading up to the festival. They'll be out there in the parking lot in their campgrounds jamming nonstop, and that's why when we get there on Wednesday, we're going to set up the Acoustic Shoppe Mercantile, and we'll have all the strings, picks, and capos and tuners that you have lost over the weekend or the 2 weeks preceding that, and be set up for that. But great lineup. They always have incredible musicians. This year's no exception to that, and we've got a really great. They've taken one of the stages, the contest stage. They have acts performing there throughout the day, but they've actually scheduled us in there as the Acoustic Shoppe Ozark Music Shop live stream hour, where we get to film, interview, and do basically a full live episode of the TV show from that stage. And we've got 2 to 3 acts every day, plus the contest, which they are officially the national championship contest for flat picking guitar, fingerstyle guitar, banjo, mandolin, auto harp, hammer dulcimer, fiddle, lap dulcimer, or mountain dulcimer. All these great instruments that don't get a lot of coverage other places. That's the place to go. And we're going to be filming every last round of those contests, and we'll have them on our YouTube channel after the event. Hinkley, we have another comment or question?
Yes, so we do have a question. I don't know if you know the answer necessarily, but Kevin's asking the difference between the Eastman 515 Comfort Contour and the Northfield FS5.
So I got to be honest that I'm not as familiar with the Northfield brand, and that's not because I'm not a fan of it. I really love those mandolins. We've been trying for years to get those in the shop, but they just aren't making enough of them right now to keep up with their current dealers. But I do know that I have played that at least once. I just can't, it's been long enough that I can't give it probably a proper comparison. The 515 Comfort Contour, I love that mandolin. It's very comfortable because they actually round off all the, bevel off all the edges on it, which on a mandolin, those could be, I don't know if we have any Comfort Contours in right now. Do we?
Right there, in the high-end room.
Oh, we do?
Right there.
Where is this? Oh, there it is. So yes, the binding on a lot of these mandolins especially can be a very sharp edge, basically just a 90-degree angle. And they really beveled those off on this. I haven't done it yet, but I've been planning on getting one of the armrests, the Dr. Arm armrest for my mandolin, because after a while playing, it leaves a pretty big dent in your arm, and it actually starts to make my fingers go a little bit numb if I've been playing for a few hours. So this Comfort Contour, I really like that a lot because it kind of rounds it off. Weber did that on their Gallatin mandolins, and I love that about those. But the 515 in general is just a really good all-around mandolin. The Comfort Contour is kind of a more matte finish. They used to call it their vintage nitro. I think it's a different name for it now. But it is just a softer finish, so not really the same full gloss finish. I think that helps a little bit with the projection, at least new. We got to tune up after the weekend. Yeah, huge bark on that. And after just playing this one live, this is a killer one. So if you're considering that, I think this would be every bit as good as the Northfield mandolin. At a slightly lower price point, this just comes in at $14.29. So similar price area. It will be a hard shell case for this and lifetime warranty as well. So that's just a killer sound of mandolin. So this one in particular seems to stand out. I've been a big fan of the 515s. And then recently we got in the new 500 series, which was the blacktop. This one is actually sold. It sold over the weekend. We did our video on the 515 Comfort, or the 515 BK-LTD, so limited batch of a black top. That's the BK, and it is an Adirondack spruce top on that. So normally it's a Sitka spruce top on the 500 series. We have this in the 515, the 514, and the 505. And this one is sold, and we actually took 2 pre-orders today for the next batch of these. I think these are going to sell very well. So, you know, this is a 415. I was just looking at that wood on the back. That's mahogany. So we must have already shipped out the 515. So the 515 is going to be a maple back and sides. This is the 415 mahogany back and sides, Sitka spruce on this one. But that's a very exciting project. Like I said, the viewing audience seems to be very excited about it because we sold 2 pre-orders of those this morning. So if you guys haven't got a chance, we just released that video last Friday or Saturday, and I'm very impressed with those mandolins. If you're interested, put in an order for those. I know we've got. It was supposed to be internationally. They only made 100 of each model. Only 50 were supposed to be coming to the States. They've upped that a little bit because apparently they sold out of those first 50 immediately. So we've got quite a few of those on order. Probably 8 more of those on order. 2 of them have been pre-sold, so that means we've got 6 available of those, and they will go pretty fast because that's an Adirondack spruce top, maple back and sides, a hard shell case, lifetime warranty, bone nut on those. Just a great value for the cost, and just a really cool limited edition mandolin. So if you're interested in that, call us up and put a pre-order in because they're going to go pretty quick. I think we're expecting those within the next 4 to 8 weeks, getting our shipment of those. Another exciting one that came in and are gone already. We had the very first of the M5F mandolins in here. That was the bourgeois F-style mandolins. We have both the black and the natural. They both sold the same day, so immediately unboxed them and they sold. We do still have some of the M5As in the black and natural. Great mandolins, guys. again, just a great value for the price as well. That's the bourgeois mantles, and we should have some more of those F styles at the IBMA show. They are going to be a part of our booth this year, so we're excited about that as well. Hinkley, you got something else for me?
Yep. One more question, but also we have some folks watching from Louisiana, Ann Arbor, Rochester, New York as well.
Hey, our dad grew up in Rochester, New York, so
That's
hello to
Steve.
Dad's hometown people and Steve.
Andrew's asking, will you be getting any more of the blue chip picks, specifically the CT55?
The CT55, which is one of the mail picks
3R.
I use. And guys, I got my Picchini right there on my phone. If you guys lose your picks at all, I've had this now 2 years on my phone, and a great little device that just attaches to your phone with some 3M tape. Then it keeps your pick locked in there. When you need it, it's always available. But yeah, I use that CT55, the Chris Thiele, and we should. Are we out of the CT55 blue chips? It looks like we're almost out of all blue chips. I'm hoping we got a blue chip order in because we are pretty much out.
She also asked about the TAD 3R, so I guess you know.
It looks like we're out of just about everything. We must have to run on blue chips. So we will have those ordered. The folks at Blue Chip will be at both Winfield and IBMA. They normally set up their own booth, so we don't stock up a lot for those events because we don't sell when they're doing it there. But we should get some more of those in the shop very shortly. Thanks for pointing out that we were out of those. But yeah, the CT55, one of my favorites. I've also been recently using the Darth Tone pick from, mine's got the Darth Vader image. That's a tone slab pick, and that's kind of in line with the CT55, the one I've got. It's about the same gauge and bevel. I like both for different reasons. We've talked about this before. I'm a bigger fan of the Darth Tone than I am the standard tone slab, and it's just less scratchy, a little bit smoother sounding to me. The standard tone slab definitely does get a little bit more of that tortoiseshell tone, just a real nice warm tone. So yeah, if you haven't tried that out, I would recommend that as well. And I know we've got a few of those with an Acoustic Shoppe logo on them here at the shop.
So the answer, yes, we will be getting.
So the answer, yes, we will be getting more of those in. Sorry, the long way about it. And I didn't realize that we were out. It was an oversight.
I didn't realize.
Sorry.
I didn't realize we were out either. That's okay.
So I mentioned Walnut Valley Festival. That's coming up next week. Then we get home, and then JP Cormier is going to be joining us in the shop. He is coming down for a few days, I think Tuesday and Wednesday of the week in between touring. He's actually going to drive down from Canada, visit with us, record a bunch of content, play a bunch of guitars, then drive back up to Canada to finish his tour. So that's going to be a very fun couple days there. Then we load the trailer back up. These guys head off to North Carolina. They jump out ahead of us, then we fly out there because Raleigh, North Carolina is going to be the IBMA World of Bluegrass. That's the International Bluegrass Music Association, the World of Bluegrass Festival out there. It's a really great event where we're going to have a convention that has a full convention show going on. We set up this ginormous booth and a big stage. We do a lot of live streaming, a lot of recording for the channel. But they also have just about anybody who's anybody in bluegrass music will be there performing on one of them. I think they have like 10 or 15 stages going on around Raleigh, North Carolina, downtown area. So a great musical event, a great thing for bluegrass music in general, a great convention. So we're going to be doing a lot of live streaming, a lot of content from there as well. So this month is going to be busy for us, but also for you guys. Tune in as much and as often as possible. We got Ellie hiding in the corner over here. She got trapped. That's John's daughter, Ellie, and we trapped her in a corner. Oh, excuse me. So, busy month, but it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of cool events. Anybody going to be at Raleigh, North Carolina?
Yeah, all I was going to say was definitely tell us if you're going to be there and if you're going to say hi to us. I already know a couple of people that did say hi to us at like IBMA last year, and keep an eye out for those schedules. We will be posting them as soon as we can.
I think we're going to do a Mr. Beast thing. We're going to walk around the show and say, are you subscribed to the Acoustic Shoppe YouTube channel? And they have to show us that they're subscribed. And if they are, we give them a car. So
heck yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
You know, we got only like 80 more subscribers till we hit
80 more subscribers till we hit 20,000, which is really cool because it was last November that we did like this big end of year drive to get to our first 10,000 subscribers. So in less than a year, we have doubled that. And just this year alone, we'll add 10,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to YouTube, please do it this week. We'd love to get over that next 80 to get to 20,000 subscribers. And then I think we get the cardboard play button. So you get to 20,000 subscribers, you get a cardboard play button.
One just paper mache or
Yeah, I'm
something,
just gonna
some
cut it
arts
out
and
with the
crafts
laser
one, you're
on
just
a-
going to cut it out. Yeah. That's
Jason's
great.
calling me.
Really?
If you wanted to be a part of the live stream, you think?
Jason?
Hello?
I'm on a live stream.
We're on a live stream. Are you needing to talk on the live stream? Oh, you don't want to say hi to the folks? I thought you might have something pressing to announce live on TV, on the internet. He's just wanting to know if I ordered his lunch. So.
Did you?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to.
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, a busy month. Going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also dreading it, which is you can do both mutually. And then, guys, really exciting news. If you didn't see our post today, did you poke yourself with a string? Yeah. How long have you worked at a music store and you stab yourself with a string?
I don't think I'm bleeding though. That's good.
That's good. We announced today we are a NAAM Top 100 Dealer of the Year. So that's NAAM's show. That'll be in January this year. They moved it back to the winter show in Anaheim, California. But we did get selected as that top 100, which is a huge honor. I think that makes 9 years in a row, 8 or 9 years in a row. So very excited about that. Thank you guys for all your support and helping us reach that achievement. We're really honored by that. We've got all those trophies up there for that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So you said 500 BKs, limited 500 BKs. Only 50 of them coming to the U.S. We have 8 of them that are still
2 already sold.
2 already pre-sold.
So we got 6 of them available.
Pre-orders, do those now. Call in 417-720-1223. Other important stuff that's coming in.
Yes.
They can hear me, I think.
You're taking over my takeover again.
I know, I'm helping you. Elliott capos are back in stock.
Are they?
Including, yeah.
That's good. We
got a
have to
whole
send a
batch.
few of those out.
Yes, we sent a bunch of them out, and they're already going through pretty quick. See,
Good
she got
job.
them done. All right, Elliott capos are back in stock. Then coming this week is a whole nother batch of Eastmans, including the E1 OMCE specials. So those are the cutaway electrics.
The new specials.
Also have coming out this week Madagascar Dreads, E20D MRTCs, 2 of those, and 2 OMs. So again, if you want to get yourself in on those before they arrive, do so. AC 330 12 strings, which have been out of stock.
I had somebody
for a while.
asking us about that, I think.
I've got 2 of those coming in so that they can be able to get those in stock too. There's other cool stuff that's coming in this order. E1 SSs, they'll all sell pretty quick, and yeah, grab them while you can.
It's gonna be a busy week leading up to Winfield, getting as much gear in as we can to bring to the show. And we're also at the show going to be doing some big show specials. So if you're at the event, those won't be available to everybody online. But if you are at the Walnut Valley Festival, we'll be doing some big string specials with D'Addario. We're going to be doing some instrument B-stock specials with Eastman. Just a lot of really cool stuff this year to make it a special, one-of-a-kind only sales event at the Walnut Valley Festival. Yes, Inkley.
So this question is back to being related to Northfield and Eastman. Do you think that Northfields are overpriced compared to Eastmans?
That's a hard call. I mean, I think they're building a great mandolin, and they are in demand. So that's part of the thing is they don't have the production level that Eastman does. Eastman can keep some of that cost down because they're just selling through so many of them. Right now, the demand for Northfield is above what they're able to produce, which, you know, there's that supply and demand thing that drives prices. So I do not think they're overpriced in relation to their value. I think maybe, if anything, you might say Eastmans are a little underpriced compared to the market level that others are placing them at. I definitely think they're a huge value compared to most of their competitors. Just again, in the fact that they've
that argument for every guitar in there that it's overpriced.
Yeah, I mean,
You can make that argument.
people do it all the time. Every YouTube video we say, why would you spend more than $50 on a guitar? That's what they say.
True.
So yeah, I would not say that. I think if you find the one that sounds great to you, you play it, and it's not completely out of your price range, it's definitely worth that price because it's a very quality built instrument. We've reviewed some other mandolins I'm not as big a fan of. We've talked about that, but Northfield definitely falls in a quality mandolin and something I think most owners of them are very happy with those. So.
Other news, Larave's coming back in.
Larave's, yes, we were a Larave dealer when we first opened and had a few Larave's in here for quite a few for a number of years, and then kind of moved to some other manufacturers and smaller boutique builders and didn't order as many Larave's, but we've got back in touch with them, and we're going to be getting some more now that we've got room to add more instruments. Going to be getting a lot more Larave's back in stock again. The same for Huss and Dalton. We've been placing orders for those. They'll be going in hopefully sometime mid-summer of next year. We'll be getting our first orders of those. And then obviously Yamaha guys, we got those in last week. These guys have been going
Good.
through, stringing them up, tuning
Really
them up, and everyone has been an impressive guitar. So very excited to have Yamaha as not only in the store, but also one of our big sponsors at the IBMA show. So thank you, Yamaha. Got another comment or question?
Yeah, so this is back to mandolins. How would you compare Northfield to the Bourgeois F styles?
My biggest problem is I don't play Northfields, but maybe once a year I get to play them. I sit down at the booth at IBMA and get to play just about all the mandolins in a loud environment. And so I can't give you, just like anybody that says, man, I've got a perfect memory of what that mandolin sounded like, you can't compare them without going back to back and hearing them right next to each other. So it's been a while. It's been since last year at IBMA since I've played a Northfield. So I can give you my honest impression of the Bourgeois mandolins. Everyone that I've played has been just a monster mandolin. They're fully torrefied top, back, sides, neck, all the wood on it's torrefied. Dana has been a stickler, and I know this happened too with the Touchstone series. It took them about 3 years to get past the prototyping stage to where it was at the level that he would put his name on it. The same is true for the Bourgeois mandolins. Yes, they are being built by the Eastman facility in China, but they are at the specs and standards that Dana holds his crew up in Maine. He is making sure that these don't go off the line unless they're near perfect, and they are just monster mandolins. So I give you that impression of the Bourgeois. This year, let's do that at IBMA. I'll grab one of the Bourgeois mandolins. We'll carry it over to the Northfield thing and do our comparison there, and I'll give you a more accurate comparison
There
video.
we go. Maybe we'll try and do something like that. We'll try and make that happen. Okay, so this is a question. Do you still have the banjo cases used for the torture test? Asking for a guy looking for a deal on a Calton.
You don't want that one.
You know what?
Although it's still holding up despite what we put it through. Yes,
True.
we do still have them, but we have more torture to put them through, so they are not
Yes.
for sale. We can order the Calton cases. I know they are probably about 3 months out on production. We've not been stocking them in the shop as much right now just because of the summer. We do have the new, what are these, the gold tone. The gold tone cases, that's going to be kind of is that a thermoplast one or is that?
This is thermoplastic.
Okay. So yeah, if you want one of those really nice fiberglass cases from Calton, they are what I consider the best. We can order those for you, but there will be a little bit of a wait time on those get banjo cases.
I forgot about this. The
Yeah.
new decos.
I haven't even got to see this yet. I heard about it.
Did you see it?
Yeah, very
New
cool
finish.
color.
Yeah, it's in the powder coat.
Powder
You
coat.
can tell about it.
Like a
They
bronze.
can hear you. And also new inlay pattern.
And especially on the headstock, that Art Deco look.
Very first runs, this is the Good Time 2 in the Deco, hyperallergenic,
Yep.
and also these wear a little bit better than the standard plating. So, and they're good sounding banjos.
And they look attractive. I think that's a different look, especially in that price point. So it's not the real shiny chrome. Any other questions or comments, Hinkley? Has anybody told us that they're going to be at Winfield or IBMA?
Nobody has told us that they're going to be at Winfield or IBMA.
Do you ever get out?
I'm sure that they'll be with us there
Vicariously
and live
through our
streaming,
videos, yes.
Yeah, and live streaming spirit.
We're going to try to get that probably this next week, get the schedule online of who we're going to be filming and when, so that you can tune in to see some of those acts, but I know there's going to be some great ones there. We're going to have our buddy Jim Van Cleve's going to sit in with us and do a set, so that'll be really cool. Yeah, the Appalachian Roadshow and the contest I think is going to be a big hit, especially, we were talking about this morning, if you guys haven't got to see the Auto Harp contest, these people are impressive. If you've ever seen it, or not Auto Harp, but the Hammer Dulcimer, if you've ever seen a Hammer Dulcimer, it's basically like a piano just in a smaller compact area, and you've got to select which string to hit, and there are some impressive players that just hammer away at them, so I'm actually anxiously awaiting seeing that video.
To be honest, I didn't really watch any of the other finals last year, except for the guitar one because I filmed it. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
So the guitar video we put up there was a huge hit. It's like over 200,000 views right now. I think the Hammer Dulcimer is going to get a run for its money.
We'll see.
All right, I've got to do a lesson here in about 5 minutes. So yeah, that's kind of what we got planned for this month. Then we get back and we run into October. That starts to lead us into the big holiday sale period. November is going to be our Small Business Saturday sale. It's always the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We've already started working with some of our manufacturers to offer some one-of-a-kind instruments you can't get anywhere else, as well as some really big deals and sales. We only do a sale like that once a year because we definitely want to keep the value up there for all of our instruments. We don't discount throughout the year, but we do one big sale every year on Small Business Saturday. That's the day after Black Friday. And we're going to do a live stream. So if you're not in Springfield, you don't miss the sale. We do a 7 to an 8 hour live stream event where we just walk around the store all day, like QVC style. We're going to be doing the Squatty Potty. Will be on sale this year. I think we're going to be doing the Scrub Daddy is going to be a big hit. We're just doing the
flex tape.
The flex tape. We're going to tape up a guitar and see if we can float it in water. Yeah, we're going to do the whole QVC event live from the Acoustic Shoppe. So that'll be a lot of fun too as well. And then obviously we'll be getting into the holidays and take a breath of a sigh of relief and then get back at it in January for the SBIGMA event. And then also NAAM show this year.
Actually,
it's going to be the same weekend, isn't it? We just found out that NAAM and SBIGMA are going to be on the same weekend, so that puts a little wrench in our plans.
Yeah.
To see which one we can do. But
oh, somebody just said looking forward to the fretboard journal footage. Actually, fun fact, I am putting out one of those videos tomorrow, actually. So
is that the JP Cormier
excited. There's a little jamming going on.
Yeah, we're gonna be trickling out some footage from that.
We'll have a bunch more. Yeah.
Can't wait for that. And boy, a lot of stuff coming. This editing crew has so much stuff to work through. But we got the Monroe footage to get out. I was just thinking another one we did. Man, I can't remember what it was. But we did another big. Oh, the Jens Kruger stuff. That's gonna be coming pretty soon, right? So we did a lot of content with Jens Kruger.
That's definitely on my list. It's so funny how we go into a pattern though of some things need more priority, and then it's hard to,
It's hard to keep up. We've got so many new instruments coming in. We want to get those reviews in a timely manner out. So some of the other stuff, but we filmed Merlefest week. We went out to Jens Kruger's house and filmed a whole lot of content out there. That's going to be awesome to get that footage out as well. So can't wait on that. A lot of stuff online. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we are only like 80 people away from getting to 20,000. I'm going to buy everybody an ice cream cone if we can get to 20,000 subscribers this week, folks. So if you know anybody that would like our channel that hasn't subscribed, ask them to do on our behalf. We'd appreciate that so much. And appreciate all you guys that have subscribed. It means a lot to us that you guys follow us, and it makes us want to keep putting out more content because we're having fun doing this. So thank you guys so much. Tomorrow's going to be Shop Talk at noon. Looking forward to that as well.
I'm going to say we're probably going to be playing some Yamahas.
Yamahas may make an appearance. I agree.
Go ahead and say
we did a very cool podcast today. I can't tell you who a special guest was, but a legend in bluegrass and folk music. He sat down with us today for a podcast. Those come out every other Saturday. We just released one last Saturday with Jerry Lambert from Two Old Hippies and Gibson, and he's had a long storied history in the music industry. So if you haven't listened to the podcast, the Acoustic Shoppe knows people. We're having a blast with that as well. We're getting to talk to some of our friends and heroes in the acoustic music industry. So check that out as well. We will see you guys tomorrow for Shop Talk, and then Winfield, and then JP Cormier, and then IBMA, and then. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow.